Welcome here today to Hot Legendary Wheels, and we are pumped. We are excited to bring you this legendary show here today with a legendary lineup. Dad, we have so many new viewers, so many new subscribers.
I tell you what, we are thankful for everyone. All the ladies and gentlemen that take time to watch our program, we thank you for allowing us to be a part of your day. And thank you so much for being a part of ours. It is truly a very wonderful blessing. And we do have just a fantastic show. We have got some really cool diecasts. And remember, for all these diecasts, for most of them, there is a real car that these things were made.
Yeah, we have literally dug out of the archives today. You have dug out of your collection. I have dug out my collection. We have found new stuff for future shows that are just going to shock people. This is going to be a legendary show today, but man, we have got so much coming up in future shows. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe right now. Hit the notification bell, because today, Dad, there's something up here in the middle. Some legendary classic that's in the middle. I wonder if they can point it out.
Yeah,
Can y'all see it? Can y'all see it? Point it out before we continue with the show. Point the classic die-cast out that you see in it. It is a Hot Wheels from 1969.
Yes.
Can we bring it down?
Bring that.
Here it is. Here it is. We were going to show you this. We ran out of time last week. This is the 1969 classic Nomad. Dad, you had this when you were a kid.
I sure did. This was actually first produced in 1969 by Hot Wheels, but it's a 1955 Chevrolet Nomad. Now, the Nomad was a very, very famous Chevrolet. As a matter of fact, and the 55 through the 57 are the most desirable and the most well-known of all the Nomads. However, there is a Corvette.
Hold up. Before you...
Did I say Corvette?
Yes, you did. You said Corvette. You said Corvette. I know exactly where you're going with this. Let me guess. Do you have a... Hold up. Before we say it, you need, ladies and gentlemen, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, because I know where Dad's going with this. Mm-hmm. You have a Corvette Nomad.
The Corvette actually debuted at the World's Fair in 1952. It came out in 1953, and when it came out, there was also a 1953 Corvette Nomad.
Okay, so, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to see this classic Nomad, this classic Corvette Nomad, right now, how many subscribers we have? We have 65. Okay, if we can get up to 70 subscribers, let's get up to 70 subscribers, we will show them the classic Corvette Nomad.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, boys.
70 subscribers.
It's a beautiful, beautiful diecast.
Yes, you don't want to miss it. So, hey, share. Tell your family, your friends, your coworkers, your classmates. Even if you're just in a grocery store, tell your neighbors. If y'all want to see this classic Corvette Nomad, we need to get up to 70 subscribers. But... Dad, you have some other Nomads.
I sure do. I've got some 56 and 57 that are very beautiful.
So if we get up to 100 subscribers, we will show them the 56 and the 57.
And they've seen one of my 57s when I pulled out a mint card, but they haven't seen all the 57s.
So if y'all want to see these classic Nomads, 70 subscribers, we will show you the Corvette Nomad. 100 subscribers, we will show them the 56 and 57 classic Nomads.
I tell you what, they are beautiful,
but right
beautiful
now,
cars.
This is literally the original Hot Wheels 1969.
These were all two-door wagons. As you noticed, the 1969, the original.
And here's the 1996 right here.
That's right. The hood opens on it. It was made out of metal. The other car is made out of plastic. Both have a metal base on them.
Isn't that amazing?
It's amazing.
It's amazing. And if you notice, this is a gloss color and this is a metal flake red. So that's pretty cool. Also, all Nomads throughout the years of Hot Wheels, they've always had a tan or white interior, and they've always had the cap style wheels and an unpainted metal base And here's the coolest thing about the Hot Wheels Nomad. They were all produced right here in the USA in a manufacturing location.
That was cool.
And it was the designer of this was Ira Guilford. Thank you, Ira Guilford.
That's a great job. That is a great diecast right there.
Thank you, Ira Guilford, and thank you, Larry Wood, for doing this design of the Nomad and putting these out in the Hot Wheels. Thank you so very much. These are true classics, Dad.
I enjoy the Nomads. I think they're some of the most beautiful of the cars during that era. And if you like wagons, I'm kind of a fan of wagons too. I think they're pretty cool. Well,
you know what? These classics, they deserve to have the pedestal, so I am going to put them in the center right here because this is where Hot Wheels started. This is where it started back in the 1960s right there. How legendary, how awesome. Right now, Dad, we're going to jump into some awesome legendary cars that you have.
Yep.
That are really cool.
Okay, let's change gears here just a minute.
Let's shift some gears.
Okay, we were just talking Hot Wheels. Now we're going to jump over to some Johnny Lightning.
Ooh, hold up.
Woo.
You said Johnny Lightnings?
That's what I said.
Oh my goodness.
So we got one right here that has
wow, let's bring this in the center.
This car right here has been in my collection for a number of years.
Okay.
Very limited edition version.
The first thing I noticed is the beautiful, wonderful black exterior color of this wonderful Thunderbolt.
Okay, what it is, this was based off of the 1964 Fairlane. Now the Fairlane previous to this had a little fin from 1962 and 63. Well, it dropped the fin. It just went completely smooth, nice. Look at the lines on this car. It still kept its boxed off roof, but it was a very big seller. Matter of fact, it sold over 277,000 units.
Whoa, that's crazy.
But not this car. This car is the Thunderbolt. It is a version of the Fairlane, but it's produced for drag racing. Now this car right here carried a 427 engine, had estimated around 500 horsepower. But what they would do, they put fiberglass parts on the body, and they actually gutted the whole interior, everything to lighten the car up. And the car would set wonderful speed records. It would do quarter miles in somewhere in the mid 11s, and it had a top speed of 123 miles an hour on a quarter mile run. But these cars right here, everybody said now, for all practical purposes, anybody could get a Thunderbolt, but that was not so. They only made 54 of these. 54 of these were all that were produced of the fourth Thunderbolt. However, you could get a 427, but it was all metal, had all the interior, and it was a full-blown Fairlane. Yeah, heavy. But yeah, if you wanted something that was similar, you could get something similar to the Thunderbolt. But there was only 54 true Ford Thunderbolts built in 1964. But Ford had a winning year in racing in 1964, and their ads, they did not apologize at all for their ads, because their ads are saying, talking about Ford. They always say, hey, it ain't bragging when it's fact. And boy, they were tearing it up. The GT40, if you look at the GT40 Ford that they had that year, as you see the round tail lights on that car, the beautiful. The GT40 was one that year that the Thunderbolt had something to do with too, inspired Ford.
Oh, here's the GT40 right here.
Yes, it is.
From Auto World. Let's bring this up really quick.
Yes, it is.
Wow, so we're going to put this one back over here. Here is, that was the 1964 Ford Thunderbolt. Now, here is this is vintage muscle. Yep. Auto World, true 164 scale, the 1965 Ford GT40 from Auto World.
That's right. This is a Gulf oil version right here, but this 65 was very similar to the 64. The 64, if you had $20,000 that was just burning a hole in your pocket, you could buy one. You could buy one of these things. But these things, like one said, was for racing. They had one in Daytona, they had one in Sebring, but Le Mans, not so good. They kind of lost in Le Mans. But they were part of Ford's winning season for their Fords they had that year. Now, there was the little Cobra GT.
Oh, so you're talking about the Hot Wheels Cobra.
Yes. And it was part of the winning season for Ford as well. Because, once again, if you had $6,000, you could buy one of these cars. The public could, but these were built for racing. The race car versions, for the most part, carried a 429. These right here, you could get on the road for the 289.
Now, I have to point something out about this Hot Wheels Chevy Cobra. You notice on the bottom, hold up. On the bottom of this card right here, this is pretty cool. It says, watch Petty Race. And it has his Hot Wheels car.
Yep.
Right there. Part of NASCAR.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. This is legitimately, this Cobra right here was part of the Speed Blaster series. And it came out in 1999, Mattel Incorporated. Wow.
I tell you, these cars was actually everything designed by Carroll Shelby.
Yep.
And man, he was all about high performance for Ford. He did a little work for Chrysler, but he did most everything for Ford, including with the Mustang. Anything you see Carroll Shelby's name on, you could just be sure that thing was going to be a fast car. So, but all these cars that Ford had out right here for that year, 1964 and 65. These cars were winning. Even the Galaxies in the NASCAR series, they were winning. These cars are beautiful. They're beautiful cars. And Ford was back in the game for so long. They were gone. But, man, with GTO setting this thing up and getting this thing off the ground, everybody was all about muscle. And Ford definitely flexed its muscle in 1964 in the racing world.
I'll tell you one thing, I love how Johnny Lightning, let's bring this Thunderbolt back into the frame here, into the center frame. Let's bring this Thunderbolt back in the frame right here. This is pretty cool. I love how Johnny Lightning did this 1964 Ford Thunderbolt. The detail that Johnny Lightning put into this limited edition collectible. And if you notice on the right here, it says Ford, official licensed product.
Yep.
Which is so cool. I think this is so legendary.
If you notice also on the front end of this thing, the two outer headlights were left in the car, but the two inside headlights were actually removed. Anything to lighten the car. The car was actually a wonderful drag race vehicle, but when you saw the Ford Thunderbolt and it pulled up beside you, you better have something over there that you're riding, son, because that Thunderbolt right there, his intentions was, all you're going to see is the taillights on.
And the cool thing about this vintage muscle Auto World 1965 Ford GT40 is incredible. This, like I said, every single diecast that we bring to this show, whether it's Hot Wheels, Auto World, Johnny Lightning, Matchbox, M2s, American Muscle, whatever it may be, Mahistos, Dubs, whatever it may be, every one of them are iconic and legendary. And all these diecast makers, they put such great detail into their cars, into their trucks, vans, SUVs, buses, motorcycles, you name it, they put the greatest legendary detail. And we are honored with Carroll Shelby with the Shelby Cobra 427. I mean, this is an iconic car, iconic diecast. Thank you, Carroll Shelby. Thank you, Ira Guilford. Thank you,
Larry Wood. Everybody at Hot Wheels. Anybody at Matchbox. Anybody who has any part of designing and actually producing diecast, so that we will have that record of history. It saves history. You can see some of these cars, like I always say, do not even exist anymore. Yeah. And now you have a product right in front of you that you can see how that car was. And you can see the progression from start to today of how the automobile has produced and has progressed to what it is today. And it's just a pleasure. It's just a lot of fun dealing with these cars.
You know, Dad, for a minute, I want to take just a moment and thank every single subscriber we have, every single one of you who have subscribed this channel and that are fixing to subscribe this channel, every single viewer we have, every single person who comments to this channel, because every comment we take to heart, and we greatly appreciate it. Every single one of you who shares this channel, thank you so very much, Dad. We have legendary viewers that watch this channel, and we believe that if you watch this channel, you love the automobile just as much as we do. And we thank you, and that's the reason why we bring you this show week after week after week. We try to put up at least 2 or 3 shows a week, but that's why we bring them to you, because we love the automobile, because automobile is all about history. It brings, it brings history to our culture. It brings history to what we see in this world, and it's iconic, it's legendary. But Dad, to all of our subscribers and to all of our viewers, to every single person that has created these die-casts, we take this moment and we thank every one of them.
These are, you can tell these are fine craftsmen.
Yes.
They're very good at what they do. They're very exact at what they do. And you just look at what's here. It's just great examples of cars that really were on the road or on the racetrack somewhere during the history of the automobile. So always, if you just go through and just look, but sometimes you just see those cars. I just got to buy that one right there because
I just got to buy that one.
Because the reason I collect and the reason I always have was for fun, but also for the historical basis of it. I just wanted cars which represent the years, the decades, and the periods of time, so they would kind of tell me give me a history lesson on what things were like during those periods of time here in the United States and around the world.
And Dad, what's so cool about it is that Hot Legendary Wheels is not just on YouTube now; it's on Twitter, and they can go. You can go literally to Twitter, and you can pull up Hot Legendary Wheels, and we're on Twitter.
There we are.
We're also on Facebook.
There we are.
And YouTube TV.
Yep.
We're on 4 different things right now that you can go and check this show, check this channel out, which is incredible.
Now, we just have started YouTube TV, but we're going to be gaining some steam on that side. But this thing is up and rolling, and we are really having a ball. And I hope that everybody out here is enjoying what you see. We, I've always liked the Cadillac. I don't know.
Hold up.
Yeah, Cadillac.
Are you talking about...
we're going to cover this.
Are you talking about this one and this one and...
we're going to cover those. We're going to cover them. Yeah, show them that one.
No, I ain't going to show them this one right now.
We're going to cover those at a later date right there. But you
see the yellow to that? Look at the yellow back to that.
Yeah, you just go ahead and do that.
Let's leave that one right there. Just leave that one right there.
Okay. But this is the one I wanted to cover today.
Are you sure you want to cover it today, or you want to wait?
What do you want to do?
You know what? I think we're going to cover this on the next show.
Okay.
I want to, you know what?
We got any Cadillac guys out there? Any Cadillac ladies and gentlemen who love Cadillacs?
Any Cadillac ladies and gentlemen, subscribe to the channel right now. Hit the notification bell, because we are going to show you 2 iconic, legendary Cadillacs in this next show, and also a special Hot Wheels Cadillac that you don't want to miss, that we have pulled out of the archives, pulled out of the collection.
Well, you know what? Cadillac, especially the...
Oh, Dad, this one's rolling away.
Well, Cadillacs are that way sometimes.
This one's pulling away.
Oh. See you boys later.
All right, see y'all next week. See y'all next week. Thank you very much for coming in. There goes that one. There goes that Hot Wheels Cadillac.
Well, I tell you what, Cadillacs have always been, they said that back in when they did the ads for the Cadillacs back in the 1950s, they were unashamed of the fact that they would just state the pride and what the pure thrill of being a Cadillac owner was. So,
I wonder if they notice anything here in this box up here. There's a very special Cadillac in there. There's a Boss Hog Cadillac.
It is. That's a long Cadillac.
There is a Boss Hog. Let me know if y'all can spot this in the box. Okay, it's somewhere here in the box. but there is a Boss Hog Cadillac that we will be premiering this next week, along with these other Cadillacs, in the special show that we have for y'all this next week. Also, all these cars that are in this box this month, I'm not going to tell y'all when, but in a future video, we're going to be describing to y'all and getting the stats on every one of these legendary and iconic Hot Wheels and Matchbox in this box. But this next week, we're going to be showing you the Boss Hog Cadillac, along with the other two iconic dubbed Cadillacs, and another legendary Hot Wheels Cadillac that we dug out of the archives.
Now I have like in let's see, in Auto World and Racing Champions.
Okay, Dad, hold up.
Hot Wheels, Matchbox, Dub. I got Cadillacs from one end to the other.
So we literally have endless of Cadillacs coming their direction.
A whole bunch of them, all colors, all models.
Wow. This is amazing.
We had a neighbor that used to have, and we got to ride in that Cadillac too.
Really?
Yeah. Man, I tell you what, Miss Adams took us out in that Cadillac. And I always called it the Gray Ghost. It was a beautiful gray color. But it was a 1982, and that Cadillac was simply beautiful, and it rode, a little cliche, I guess, but it rode like a Cadillac. It was very nice. Very
what
nice.
was that just came across the screen? I don't know what that was. Maybe it's a 1998 first edition?
It might be.
Wow. Changing gears now, because we go from the iconic, legendary Cadillacs to this brand new for 2019. That's right. Look at this. This is the NightBurnerz series of Hot Wheels. This is iconic, Dad. We're starting off top with this Nissan Skyline HT 2000 GTX.
Yep.
Wow. What about that, Dad? This is completely legendary right here. This debut, we literally do have this as a new model. We got to dig it out of the archives, produced in 2011. So, Dad, we need to look in our 2011 new models because we do have this when it came out in 2011. It was produced in 2011 until now, and its debut was part of the new models.
I always say that ain't going to be hard to find, and I go, I just start digging. I say, wouldn't you know, this thing's at the bottom.
Way at the bottom. Hey, here's a cool fact. The first Nissan Skyline HT 2000 GTX was in Japan. It Japanese appeared in 1971. This car, here's the cool thing, this car was nicknamed Hakosuka, okay, by fans in Japan. Hako means box in Japan. Suka means in short for skyline, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
So this is a Japanese-produced automobile. As you can see, the color is a metal flake tan. As you can see, the windows are clear. The base color is a brown plastic, and the interior is a light gray. Dad, tell us all about this Nissan Skyline. I love this iconic Hot Wheels.
They still make those things, and
yes.
they actually we have them in Hot Wheels, but I think they're actually making them in other die-casts as well. But I don't know. They're one of my favorite cars too. The Nissan built. These things actually are just, as you would say, legendary because that's a timeless design on those cars.
Right. Very timeless.
And they're very, very, very strong, but they're very reliable. They're very good cars.
The next one we have down from that one is the 15 Mazda MX-5 Miata. Now, the debut was this in NightBurnerz. We literally do have the original of this, produced in 2016 until present. So we do have the original of this. We got to dig it out of the archives. Like I said, the original was in NightBurnerz. It was a red color. It had a white on the doors, on both doors. It had a white circle as a tempo with a black interior. Like I said, we have the original to this. We're going to be digging it out. The die-cast Hot Wheels model is a tuned Miata. It has a massive splitter, okay, and a huge rear diffuser. This is a rear diffuser right here. Huge rear diffuser. It has side skirts, which you can see the gray side skirts, and a large rear spoiler. So
my youngest brother had a Miata for many years.
Yes, love him.
And he really enjoyed that little car. He sold it, but I mean, it was still perfect, but he sold it. So anyway, he enjoyed it while he had it.
Before we move on, Dad, I'm going to take a moment and tell people, hey, leave comments.
Yes.
There's one thing that we love on this show, it's comments. And we read every single comment. And we take every comment to heart because every comment is special.
Yes, we that way we kind of know that people are enjoying it. We see what they enjoy and the things they enjoy about the show. And it helps us as well.
Let us know what you think about the show here today. Let us know what you think about the cars that we're showing today. Let us know if you love, you may have a favorite that reminds you of your childhood history. Maybe it's the classic Nomads. Maybe it's the 1960 Ford Thunderbolt. Maybe it's the GT40. Maybe it's the Chevy Cobra 427S, the 427. Maybe it's this NightBurnerz set. Let us know. Maybe it's a car you see over here in the box. Maybe it's the Boss Hog Cadillac. Let us know.
What am I going to do? What, man, I'll be writing a message 50 miles long.
50 miles long because every one of them are legendary.
Not only that, I've got to see all of them, and some of them I've got to ride in, and some of them I've gotten to drive.
It's amazing. So that's what we're saying. Every comment that y'all leave is special. So leave comments. Let us know what you think about the show. Let us know if there's something that you want to see. That you want us to pull out of our archives. Let us know. And if we have it, we will definitely bring it out for you.
Yes, sir.
The next one we have is the Ford Escort Rally. And Dad, this is one I want to take a little bit of time on. Because today, we have the original of the Ford Escort Rally from the 1998 First edition.
I enjoy rally racing, man. That is just off
It's
the
right
road.
here is a Ford Escort.
Yes, sir. That car was made for rally racing.
It was produced in 1998 until now. Mm-hmm. The Escort Rally is the second iteration of the Ford Escort Hot Wheels and has been replicated as a casting. So this car right here is fitted with rally-style front lights. As you can see, there's a rally-style front light.
Yep.
And a top lip ring, which is up here, as you can see, on the rear, right about there. And this particular version of Escort is a European market exclusive RS Cosworth version of the Escort from 1993 through 1996. Now, Dad, way over there, you actually do have the original of that.
That is not.
Here it is. You talking about this one?
Is that the one you're looking for? That's the one you're looking for.
Okay, so we have the original, the 1998 First Edition. Now the color of this one in the NightBurnerz set is a pearl white. I love the pearl white. Very beautiful, Dad.
I had the chance to buy a 57 Chevrolet one time. It's pearl white.
Oh, man.
I didn't do it. Why didn't I do that?
Now I'm asking you the same question.
I walked away from that thing. It was over in Alabama.
Wow. Pearl white. I don't know. There's two colors I'm a huge fan on a car. Jet black and pearl white. Love the two colors. Also, the tampos on this are green and dark green stripes on sides, as you can see. The roof and hood, also on the roof and hood, and a Ford emblem on the sides. There's the Ford emblem on the sides. Interior color is a gray color. Of course, you can't really see it because it's got the darkened smoke windows. I love the green rally wheels right there. That is cool. And there's the Ford Tempo right there. As you see, there's the big sport spoiler on the back.
Ford is very serious with their high performance, and I tell you what, Ford Racing, it stays up top all the time.
But Dad, we do have the original of this.
I know we
from
do.
1998.
I just saw it.
But it's going to have to wait until the next show. because we're going to show them on this next show, along with these wonderful Cadillacs, the original 1998 First Edition's Escort Rally. It's going to be, y'all, listen, y'all don't want to miss on this next show, because I'm going to tell you something. It's going to be iconic, because we got some original stuff coming your direction, because now we're jumping down to, guess this, the Mad Manga. And Dad, we literally do have the original of this.
Okay.
Part of the 2000, okay, the original one came out in 2012, so we need to dig into our 2012 archives. So it was produced in 2012 until now.
I guess I don't have to rent me a front end loader.
Go dig them out. Go dig them out. I'm telling you, I looked into my room today, and Dad, you've been looking out in the carport today. We've looked in both places, and the archives of automobiles that we have to show you on this show is unlimited. It literally, the shows that we've got coming up for the future,
we got a lot of fun stuff.
It's going to blow your mind. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, do it now. And hit the notification bell, because like I said, we're digging stuff out of the archives that you have never probably seen before. So, this Mad Mega, the debut was new models. We do have the original one. It was, okay, if you notice in the Mad Manga, it has an oversized fender. Y'all, I'm sorry, I can't talk today.
See that front fender right there?
Yeah, fender. It's an oversized fender.
There you go.
It has an oversized fender fairings. It has a slanted head, but you know what they call the nose of this? It's called the shark nose. If you notice, the front of the car is the same shape as a shark. So it's called the shark nose. It has a huge air dam and an exaggerated exhaust pipes on the back. I love the Mad Manga. The Mad Manga is incredible. Like I said, we do have the original of this, but Dad,
this whole set right here is absolutely just a beautiful, fantastic
beautiful set. And I love it because if you look here on the back, it has the Atlanta skyline. Look at that. There's the downtown Atlanta skyline on the back. How cool is that? How cool is that? You know, Dad, it's our city. It's pretty cool. Atlanta, Georgia. So, love the set. The color of this Mad Manga is red. The tampos are white and yellow. Stripes with black star. There's a black star on the sides. The windows are a tinted smoke, and the interior is a yellow. Now, it has been suggested that this casting is based on a second generation Nissan Laurel, the 2000 SGX hardtop. So that's where this Mad Manga came from. But now, Dad, now to the good stuff, the bottom one. We're talking about the 70 Chevy Chevelle.
Oh, man.
The 70, okay, Dad, let's say this fast. Let's say it. 70 Chevy, okay. Okay.
70 Chevy Chevelle.
Come on, everybody, with us. Let's all say this very quickly right now. 70 Chevy Chevelle. 70 Chevy Chevelle. 70 Chevy Chevelle. Okay, if you can say this quickly 3 times, leave a comment and let us know that you can do it. 70 Chevy Chevelle.
You're doing a good job saying it slow.
I'm not saying it too good slow.
Okay.
So, like I said, if you can let us know if you can say it 3 times fast. 70 Chevy Chevelle.
There you go.
Dad, this is an iconic. This is a legendary Hot Wheels in itself. And here's the coolest thing.
Yeah.
We have the 2013 original of this.
I tell you what.
It was produced in 2013. We have that.
These cars right here. I remember when the first car that had the basic body style like that was a 68, yep. 69, and 70. 71 and 72. They went through these years of the basic body style. Didn't change a whole lot except maybe the nose and the maybe back bumpers, the taillights and stuff on there. But these cars were just flat out cool. They were beautiful, beautiful cars. And I remember riding in the 69s, and I remember Matter of fact, I took my driver's license first time in a 1969 Bel Air, big full-size Chevrolet. But at any rate, these cars to me are just some of the most beautiful of the Chevrolets during the 1970s.
Remember the original that came out? It was a dark blue.
Yeah.
Very beautiful color. This one is, produced in 2013, which we have until now. We do have the original of this casting. In 1970, sheet metal revisions gave the Chevy Chevelle bodies a more squared up stance, following the Coke bottle, which is crazy. Followed the Coke bottle styling, which is pretty cool. The Chevy Chevelle SS included a 350 HP turbojet 396 V8.
That's right, 350 horses.
Wow. It has special suspension with it. It had a power dome. It, of course, had a hood, a power dome hood. It had black accented grille. And it had a resilient rear bumper. I cannot talk today. Wheel bumper. I said wheel. It had a resilient rear bumper insert and wide oval tires on sport wheels.
Yep.
This is a legendary iconic car. Now, the color of this is a metal flake copper. The color of this and NightBurnerz. That I'm a huge color fan of copper.
It's beautiful. The 70 Chevelle, actually, the SSs, I have a original ad on the 70 Chevelle, and that I've collected as well. But these cars here also shared the same platform with the 70 Monte Carlo.
Whoa, really?
Yeah, and I've got some of those too.
you're just whetting their appetite today, ain't you? You're just whetting their appetite.
You know how it is.
Man, this is incredible. So, Dad, you literally do have the original, like one of the Monte Carlo.
I got several different body styles of the Monte Carlos, and I got some that are lowriders, some regular cars.
That's amazing. That's legendary. The windows to this are a tinted smoke. The interior of this is chrome. Now, if you notice in all of the 70 Chevy Chevelles that have come out in Hot Wheels, they've all had a chrome interior. Every one of them, which is pretty cool. I think there's one that had a gold chrome interior, but most of them were the clear coat chrome interiors. This NightBurnerz set is for the super speeders designed for night driving. And this is a legendary set for 2019. And Dad, when the 70 Chevy Chevelle came out, it was beautiful. And it's been beautiful ever since.
It is simply a timeless design. There's something when you go, like I said, to the shows and you're walking through there and you just happen to see the SS sitting over there, and
wow,
and you just can't help yourself. You got to go over and just take a look at it one more time and say, I just got to see this one, because this one right here just making my heart do flip-flops right now.
So let us know what you think about this show here today. Let us know, because we want you to, we love every comment. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. We're literally just getting started.
Yeah, well, we hit the ground running, son. I'm telling you what, that's what I plan on doing. All these hot rods and all these cars, these different cars from all these different eras, from these different decades that we bring to you every week. We just want to let you know that these things are important to the American automotive history, but they're also just a lot of fun to collect and to have in a collection, because you can go right back, take a look at these cars, and have a representation of that particular vehicle in a diecast.
So that concludes today's show. We thank you for watching today's show, and we are greatly appreciative of every single subscriber, of every single viewer. The biggest way to grow this channel is share, share, share.
You got that right.
You don't want to miss on this next legendary, iconic show that we have. Like I said, we're on YouTube, we're on Twitter, we're on Facebook, we're on YouTube TV. And this next week we have a legendary show starting off with two of these Dub Cadillacs We're going to get the stats on these two dub Cadillacs. Also, if you pan up here, we have another Cadillac from Hot Wheels. There's a special edition and the Boss Hog Cadillac, plus the Escort Rally 1998 first editions when it first came out. So you don't want to miss this next show. Dad, this has been an iconic show today. We are so honored. Let me just say right now, it is our honor and it is our privilege to bring to you, our viewers, our subscribers, the people who share this channel, the people who comment to this channel, the people who design every single one of these diecasts. It is our honor, Dad, and it is our privilege to bring this show to them.
We have nothing but pure joy out of ourselves, and I tell you what, I love the automobile. I love to work on them. I love to drive them. I love to show them. To me, they're just a wonderful, beautiful part of life here in America.
So there's one more car that I want to show before we end this show up, and it is right back here. I had it back here on purpose, and this is really cool. Look at this classic Matchbox Dodge Challenger. Look at that.
The Dodge Challenger is absolutely...
This is from 1993 Matchbox, and this is what I want to leave with y'all here today.
The first Challenger I ever rode in, of course, because it was basically the first Challenger was in 1970, and I'm telling you, that booger...
Dad, that's classic right there.
You better hang on to your horses. You better tighten up that seatbelt, brother, because it was a bad thing. Yeah.
And I'm going to get the stats on this Challenger this next week, so tune in. But I want to leave y'all with that car here today, the classic Matchbox. It's incredible. It's iconic. There's anything you need to say before we leave?
Well, we've had ourselves a whole lot of fun today. I mean, a whole lot of fun. If y'all had half as much fun as we had, y'all had a real good time. Well, today has been very special, and we just thank y'all so much. Like I said, thank you for letting us be a part of your day, and thank you so much for coming on in and being a part of ours.
And keep being
legendary.